There's the story from Sri Krishna's Leelas, where Krishna wanted to reveal something. So he came out of the house quickly. Yashoda did not have time to pack a tiffin for him. And he joined his friends for their cowherd pastimes. Now, because he was not carrying any tiffin, out there in the forest he started creating a ruckus. I'm hungry, please arrange for something. The friend said that what to do? We don't have anything out here, no Starbucks, no Chipotle. Sri Krishna said that, look, there are these Brahmins there, these Pandits. Go and tell them that Krishna and Balaram are hungry. So they went. The Brahmins were doing their ritualistic ceremonies. Vishnu rara tammasi Vishnu shnaptre so Vishnu syurasi Vishnu dhruvosi Vaishnavamasi Vishnave tva idam Vishnave namaha swaha. So the children came. Panditji, Krishna and Balaram are hungry. Can you please give us some food? Hey, don't disturb. Let the yagya be over. You will get the yagya vishisht later on. Now, who was asking? Bhagavan. And the aim of any ceremony should be to please Bhagavan. But that point has been sidelined. So they came back and they said, Krishna, where did you send us? They looked like big Mahatmas. They had such big tilaks and they were wearing these special pat, etc. But they don't even know that when you are hungry, they are supposed to feed you. Krishna said, you will not get anything from them. Go and ask the Brahman Patnis. So they went and asked the Brahman Patnis. Those ladies had for many years been hearing about Krishna. He's even more handsome than Kamdev and he's endowed with such virtues. And they were eager to have his darshan. When the Sakhas came and said that Mataji, Krishna and Balaram are hungry, whatever they were doing, they just dropped it on the spot. Whatever food they could gather, they came to Krishna and fed him to their heart's content. Then Sri Krishna gave special realization by his grace to the Brahmins. And they understood their mistake. So they said, Dhik janmanastra vidvidyam, fie upon our birth. Who is saying this? Chaturvedi Brahmins. Trivid vidyam, the knowledge we gathered of the Vedatraya, fie upon it all. Dhik janmanastra vidvidyam, dhik vratam, dhik bahugyatam, dhik kulam, dhik kriyadaksham, vimukhaye tvadokshaje. All that fasting that we did, all the japas, all the yagyas, all the ceremonies, they all went waste. Because as a consequence of it, we did not develop rati, attachment at the feet of God. So then they say, Aho vayam dhanyatama, we are blessed. Right now you were cursing yourself, now you say we are blessed. Yesham nastadrishi striya, we got such wives who opened our eyes. So they say, Nasan dvijati sanskaro na nivaso guravapi. Our wives, they are not dvij. You know, the sacred thread. That ceremony is not done for women. So they are not dvij. Na nivaso guravapi, nor did they stay in the Guru's ashram. Na tapo, na atma mimansa, na shaucham, na kriya shubha. Neither did they perform austerities in the Himalayas, nor did they study the Mimamsa Darshan or do any of the rituals. But they reached where even our angels have not yet reached. And what is that? They have developed attachment for Sri Krishna. So ultimately, that connection is the summum bonum of all our efforts. And here, Sri Krishna is adding that staunch faith which develops. Now somebody says that, this faith is not acceptable to me. I am a man of science and I will only believe what I can see. That is why I choose not to have faith. But the fact is, the man of science also is making a leap of faith. Because if you say to that man of science that, do you believe there is no God? Yes, I am an atheist. So have you proved that there is no God? Do you have proof of it? The only person who can have proof that there is no God is one who has seen everything in the universe. Now, how can anybody see everything in the universe? That means you have to go to Manhattan's, Queens, Long Island, all the 5 boroughs, and every building and every house, apartment of every building and every room of every apartment and every cupboard. Because if you've not seen one cupboard, maybe God is sitting there. So without seeing everything, how can you say that there is no God? You are making a leap of faith. We discuss so many things and so many philosophies, but the end of it all should be that we develop faith in God. The end of all knowledge is faith. Kabir ji says, सुनने की हद समझ है, समझन की हद ज्ञान, ज्ञान की हद हरि नाम है, प्रेम नाम हद जान. All hearing ends in understanding. All understanding ends in wisdom. All wisdom ends in faith in the name of God. And all chanting of God's name should end in love for God. If we miss out that one, then everything that remains is zeros.